Welcome back to Ready, Set, Sold. I'm your host, Bryan Vogt. Thank you so much for joining us this Saturday. We're talking with Kelly Etheridge. She is on my team. She is fantastic. She's a rock star when it comes to real estate. And I want to bring this up is because this is the time that we probably, again, haven't seen before when we've seen so much activity. This is the time that if you are either in real estate or thinking about getting into real estate, this would be a prime time to start looking at that. You know, many times people have always wondered, well, is the market going to stay going? Is it not going to stay going? Well, I'll just put it this way. We don't know. We can't predict the future. But the way things tend to be trending, this is a time to start getting the idea, if you've thought about getting into real estate, to get into it. And one of the things I wanted to kind of talk with Kelly about is that she caught that curve and she saw that insight even a little bit beforehand. And you jumped in last year, and it's worked out pretty well, hasn't it, Kelly?
Yeah, it's been great.
And I think the one thing is the market is really helpful. But I will say is that one of the things that I think that is important that you need to look at if you get into real estate, and I'm talking about somebody brand new, but this could be also for somebody that is maybe struggling. You know, maybe they have the initiative, they know what they want to do, but they're not getting the direction from their brokerage company. They're not getting the training. They're not getting the coaching. They're not just getting the little bit of advice, a little bit of actually confidence that maybe they need to move forward with. And I think that's a big factor. And I know, Kelly, you've done great with the coaching and the training we've had, but I think that's been really key, not only for your hard work, and there is some work to this, but also just because of the success you've had. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Brian's been a great coach and a great friend, always there to support me and give me confidence and backup and answer all those questions that I have. And it's just been fantastic teamwork with us both and with Kathy as well.
Right, we've got an assistant also who's fantastic too, Kathy Popovich. She's been on the program before. But I think when one of the issues I see, and I'll talk more about it in the next segment, I actually wrote a book on it, Agent Advantage, and it really kind of dwells into that. Is that one of the issues? By far, we have a great industry. I know we get picked on, and I know we in the media and what have you. But I will tell you, I've been doing this for almost 2 decades. By and far, agents are doing the best they possibly can, which, though, creates a problem because sometimes the brokerage company doesn't have the training. They don't have the coaching. They just don't have the things in place to not only help the agent, but why this is so important, and Kelly, I think you would agree with this, is to help the client. Is to, when you have a much more educated, much more better trained anything, but especially in real estate, you're able to support your client in a much better way. Would you agree?
Absolutely. Yeah. This is a service industry. It's a people industry, and we're here to serve our clients. And that, if you have the training behind you, then you can do that.
Right, and I think that's important. And again, it's just getting those things, getting the ball rolling. And so, the reason why I'm bringing this up is that whether you're brand new, meaning is that you're just thinking about getting into real estate, how you choose your real estate company, that might be one of the things that you really look at. Because in the end, the training and coaching is not only going to be paying off for you, for your clients, but it's going to be paying off for you individually because you're going to be able to service more people and make more people happier. And yes, we do get paid for our services, and that's okay. We really do. And we provide a service of helping our clients, whether that be buyers or sellers, to either find their dream home if they're a buyer, or sellers to sell their biggest asset. There's a lot of things writing on it, and get them top dollar in a fast sale. So I always look at it as a win-win situation. That's really important. And Kelly, I know you've had situations where I think that's been important for you. It's been a win-win outcome, and that's what we're always looking for. And that's what buyers and sellers, don't you agree? Most buyers and sellers want that thing. This isn't a confrontation. This is a win-win.
Absolutely. They have something to sell, and you have the need to purchase, to go on to the next step in your life. And we're here to be the go-between and make that happen.
Right. And I think sometimes that there's that misconception that this is a confrontation. And I think that might come a little bit from agents. I mean, I hate to say it, but maybe sometimes from agents. But I will say that for the vast majority of buyers and sellers, they get it. They get it that, you know what, there's a win-win opportunity here. Sometimes there's some give and take. Sometimes there's not. I always tell people, and it's true, that, look, and Kelly, I think you would agree with it. We just talked about that. You know, a win is that the buyer gets their dream home. The win for the seller is that they may have gotten full price for the house. Win-win. It can work that way. It can be that simple.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, those are things that we wanted to really talk about. I'll be talking more about my book in the next segments coming up. But it really is important to have that little bit of, I say a little bit, but it really is, to have that training to learn how we can help people get where they want to be, wherever that situation is. And it's critical. Sometimes as agents, we sometimes forget, not always, but sometimes, that this is their dream home. This is where people are going to be for the next 5, 7, 10, 20, 30 years. We had a couple that we sold their house, have been in the same house for 55 years. I'm not saying that's going to be the next buyer, but just meaning is we don't know. The people, once we do know is once they get into a house that they love, they tend to want to stay there, and that's a good thing. And people that are moving, look, you know, they doesn't mean they still don't love their home, but things have changed, and their direction is going a different way, whether it be out of state, whether they're downsizing, maybe they're upsizing, whatever those situations are, of having that understanding. And I think training and coaching is key to that. Would you agree, Kelly? I
would, yes.
Awesome. I tell you what, with the time we have here, because I'll be talking more about the book, and the book, if those of you who may not know, you can get it on Amazon. We're going to be getting out more in a paperback version to give it out to people also, but the book is Agent Advantage. Became a #1 bestseller on Amazon. I'm very happy for all those who support it, who all bought the book and made that happen, so that was really cool stuff. But the book is also about what you should be as an agent be looking for. What is the philosophy? And I kind of go into to greater detail about what maybe you should be looking for in a brokerage and what maybe you should be staying away from. Shoot us an email, Bryan, B-R-Y-A-N, at Bryan, B-R-Y-A-N, Vogt, V as in Victory, OGT.com. With that said, let's go into the next segment, but before that, we'll take a short break. This is Ready, Set, Sold with your host, Bryan Vogt.